Yo, everybody. What is up? And welcome back to another episode of the APF podcast, episode 160. It is I, the most phenomenal man that shocked the system, aka the coach.
And it's your boy going forward. Hope you guys are having a good day. Had a tough day for myself. Ravens losing another epic failure of decision making. But I'm here for you guys to get this show on the road. Let's get right into it.
And the Golden somehow lose to the Wizards, even though the Wizards are trash.
Man, that's another preseason. I didn't worry about that bull. Play those games. You play these preseason games are for ramp ups for the team. Ain't nobody give a damn what happens these fuck ass games. What? The Wizards are a championship team. I mean, how many times have you seen NFL teams go like 4-0 and they win like 3 games? You're like, damn, I guess them fake. That was fake news. So I'm not worried about our team. All I know is Wiseman look good. The young boys look good. That's all that matters. That's why we play those games.
Shit, I'm gonna need Wiseman to stay healthy now.
Well,
Tired of all these new good guys getting injured and staying out for like 3 years. Like come on now.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he does stay healthy because we already on year 3. Like, if we realize, man, we in year 3. His first year was 2 years ago. His second year, they won the championship. He didn't play at all. He's in his third year. What does that mean? We're 1 or 2 years away from having to give this guy money. Now he's not going to get a max contract because he will not be an all-star, all-NBA anything the next 2 years probably. But we still got to give him a decent amount of money. So we got to figure out what he is.
So let's get down to this big trash NBA trade. Then the Rockets and the Thunder were in talks, and they was like, you know what, let's trade a 4-for-4 piece, right? And from the list, I mean, the list so damn trash that there's not really much to mention. I mean, if you've seen it, you've seen it. But they didn't really get. Yeah, the Rockets got like 4 players, a 2026 second round pick, and cash considerations, and the Thunder got 4 players themselves. So both teams didn't win, and there's no winner or loser. They just both swapped like positions and players.
There ain't no winner. There's no winners because both these teams are bottom 2 in the conference. So who's winning?
Thunder don't even have a televised game because they've had trash.
We looked at their schedule. They got like 1 or 2, man. Like holy fuck.
No, they're on a 60. They're going to be on a 60-something game streak of no televised games at the end of the season.
Yeah, like nobody wants to watch them like that. How about that? Like, truly, nobody wants to watch them. Like the big piece in this is Derek Favors, a bust of a high draft pick in his draft year.
I think it's 2010
of this trade. Like he crazy. It is crazy.
I think he was drafted like what, top 10 in 2010.
Yeah. The Thunder got 2 draft expansions. They saved $1 million in salary in the deal that sends Favors, Ty Jerome, Theo Maledon, Mo Harkless for David Nwaba, Sterling Brown, Trey Burke, and Marquise Chris. The only reason why the Thunder did this is to drops them $10 million under the luxury tax threshold, which I understand because why would you want to be in the luxury tax if you're not going to do anything, right? Like, why would I want to be there? So I get why they did that. Now
he was drafted 3rd overall. Third
overall. Like, again, the modern era of basketball has had really bad picks. Clearly, like most of these top 10 guys bust. And I'm saying they bust in regards to like when you draft top 10, you're hoping for a like all-star, multi-time all-star player, at least 2-3-2-time all-star player, mostly really perennial all-star player. And I think about 70 to 75% of the time, it doesn't work. Like Lonzo Ball is not that guy. If you look the last like 10 years, like how many top 10 picks are actually any good, any good. You know, like no, they're just not. I mean, majority of the time. So we'll see.
Yeah. This doesn't help nobody, and
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it doesn't help anybody. They have to pare down to 15 guaranteed contracts by October, mid October. So they're gonna have to eventually move it. Um, but we'll see.
uh, is
Oh, Tyler
do you
Hero got
think? What about Tyler Hero?
Tyler Hero got a 4-year, $130 million contract extension. He now the deal is 120 million guaranteed with $10 million in incentives to make it the full 130 if he gets it. Now remember, Tyler Hero wants to be a starter. Okay, I don't know if he really will be that at all. I just don't believe he's a starter. And they paid you a bunch of money, so shut up and be on the bench, fuck boy. Like don't sit out here trying to be like, oh, I want to be a starter. Like they got an issue because Gabe Vincent wants to be a starter. This dude wants to be a starter. I don't know why you want to be a starter, man. Like I get why, okay, but you just got paid damn near over $30 million for being on the bench. Like Lou Williams created that position of these guys making so much money. They're willing to pay a dude that much money to be on the bench. Now, does this mean they're going to start him? Who knows? Who knows if that means they're going to start him? But he should be fine. If they're willing to pay, if I got to be on the bench, I wouldn't even really care to start. All I care about is being on the floor in the fourth quarter. That's what matters. Like people are, I understand, you want to be a starter, but it's all about being fourth quarter. Draymond Green last year was mad coming out of the fourth quarter. Why? Because that's when the best players play. That's when the team shows their belief in you. So for him to sit here crying about starting, nah, man, you'll be fine. If they want to start you now, cool. But the reason why they'll probably start you is because you know they paid you this money. But I think if what they really want is to pay this money and keep him on the bench, there's no reason for you to start. You've got Kyle Lowry, who's completely washed. Gabe Vincent's probably a better defender than you, and also he can shoot the three as well. Plus, I don't think I want Tyler Hero trying to dribble the ball with Jimmy Butler there. That's part of the reason why too. Like Tyler Hero needs the ball in his hand. He doesn't move. Does he run off screens like some other players? Not really. So I understand why they split him apart. But he does. He may not see that, but I see that. That's usually what happens with players like him who needs a ball. If you put him in a starting lineup with Jimmy Butler, he's gonna affect how things go. So I would keep him on the bench if it was me. But I'm very happy that he got his money. He's the third one out of the that rookie draft of Williamson, John Morant. I'm sorry, the sixth first round player to grow on the rookie extension, including Zion, John Morant, RJ Barrett, and whoever else is in that draft. I have no idea who else got rookie extension, but he's there as well. So congratulations to him. Hopefully he still has his girlfriend, the IG model. I don't know.
Yeah, that he's about to have a kid with. So
I think they already. I wonder if she already left him or whatever. I don't know. And also, Steven Adams also agreed to a 2-year extension worth. I mean, number one, you're talking about Golden State. Boston destroyed Charlotte 134-93, bro. Like, come on, man. Damn.
Well, we all know Charlotte doo. So
yeah, we do. Damn, Steven Adams is still 29 years old. Wow.
He's 29.
Yeah, he's still 29.
The fuck, damn.
Crazy. Yeah, man.
He's only been in the league for 9 years. Damn.
Yeah, he really has. So yeah, he's going to get a 2-year, 25.2 $million contract extension. He wanted to come back, wanted to get the deal. Obviously, he thinks this team can win a championship, and also the Grizzlies also should value him as well because he's got a big impact on the team. His presence is very dominating. Like he's one of the few players in the NBA who does not worry about anybody really messing with the guy because he's such a big man um, that who's ever going to really mess with him like that. So yeah, that's it. For him, Pelicans and Larry Nance, they also reached a 2-year deal, $21.6 million. Obviously, Larry Nance showed some really key improvement for the team to give him that money. He was in the final year of a 4-year, $48 million contract, so he's made some good money, which is nice. And he's 29 years old as well. So him and I guess um, Steven Adams came in the same year. I would have to expect. Um, he scored 14.6 rebounds. Remember in that playing victory over LA, and he had double figures 3 times in the 7-game Western Conference playoff series. He's a good backup for Zion. He gives the same level of athleticism as kind of Zion, that small, guy, small kind of five who can play. So he's part of their key players. But the Pelicans are going to be, a team that we need to watch out for in the this year coming up.
Yeah, but he's on the Pelicans.
Yeah, he's on the Pelicans. Yes, he was traded to the Pelicans last
Oh,
year.
he got traded back there. Okay.
hmm Also, just quickly with the Ime Udoka, the sort from ESPN, the investigation found Boston Celtics coach Ime Udoka used crude language in dialogue with female subordinate prior to start of improper relationship. Now, I one thing I will say about this, okay, number one, if you if you're that woman, you're an idiot because to go and start an improper relationship with a man who used crude language in front of you or whatever, I mean, are you fool? Are you a fool or are you not a fool? Like, why would you want to mess with the guy? Why would you want to mess with the guy? Plus, they already knew about this stuff, and they didn't want to do anything until I don't know what happened. They were like, "Let's do something now." But I just don't get why you would want to be in a relationship with a guy who used crude language. The dude's married too, man. Like, it's some dirty stuff. And also, that's the end of that thing for Ime Udoka in terms of anything else, I guess.
I mean,
Um,
he dug the hole. Now he's on the lane. He's on the lane there.
yeah.
He actually.
So yeah, yeah. Oh, you can continue. I'm just reading
Oh
here.
no, he asked to be. He asked for this relationship. He wanted it. He got it, and then now it's over with. And now he's digging himself in a deeper hole.
So they said here that this crude language was an element that significantly factored into the severity of his 1-year suspension. Those investigative findings, which describe verbiage, which is obviously words, on Udoka's part, was deemed especially concerning coming from a workplace superior, contributed to what is likely a difficult pathway back to his reinstatement as Celtics coach in 2023. The power dynamic associated with the superior's improper relationship with the staff member was the primary finding and policy violation cited in the law firm's report, which was commissioned by the Celtics and completed early last week. So that's why I said. Now, um, the Celtics have said that they won't stand in Udoka's way of getting a new job. But now that we find out the true reason why he was the reasons, or really two main reasons why was not only did he say his crude language, he also said it being the workplace superior. And I understand why you may not want to bring him back because him saying this to this lady is not the best thing to say. As a workplace superior, as the person with the higher level in the company, you can make things very difficult for her in the end if she doesn't do this workplace relationship. Plus, not great to do that to women. I will say this.
No, it's never a smart move to talk crazy to women, especially when they have done nothing wrong.
Yes. Now, they also said they won't stand in the way of Udoka's way should he have the chance to become a coach. Can they elsewhere? There are teams that have tried to gather a preliminary estimate of the full explanation for Udoka's suspension in preparation for possibly evaluating him for future coach employment. I would say this. I would hire this man if I am a championship team. The reason why I would hire him is because I believe that he would understand going forward. Maybe you shouldn't talk to people that way. Maybe you should move a little bit different. And also, how about you don't date people in your business? Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be dating people at your job. Like, no, you shouldn't. There's a reason why most workplaces go against it. Okay, because it can lead to very messy things. Okay, if you're the head and you're dating your secretary, you're dating some girl on the floor of like a nursing home or something, and she gets fired, she's gonna try and use you to keep her job. Or if somebody's messing with her, she's gonna try to say, "Oh, well, I'm dating the head of the place." You know, better watch out before I put in a bad word for you and get you suspended or something. So that's why you don't date people. I just wish he would have done it with this girl here. I don't know what his relationship with his wife is if they always do this thing. But you should truly be careful what you say to these women, man. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. That's why if you're doing anything with women, make sure there's someone there. If you're alone with women, make sure you keep your hands away. Don't do anything crazy because they will use it against you. And we all know in today's world, women will be believed even before anything has been proven. You gotta move smart out here. You can't just be all with dudes. Yeah, you can be who you want. With women, you gotta do everything you can to stay out of trouble. Everything, gotta do it.
Because you don't do everything to stay out of trouble, you will fall.
Yeah, yeah, man. All right, I guess that's it for me here.
Mm. Mm, mm. Uh, oh yeah, do you think Ben Simmons is going to play this season?
Oh yeah, he's totally gonna play. He's ready. He's ready. I watch a little bit. I listen to a little bit of the Old Man the Three podcast, JJ Reds podcast. You go listen to that. Very good podcast. And he seems ready. He's away from Philadelphia. He's away from all that stuff. It's over. He don't ever got to go there. Oh, obviously he's got to go play there 2 times during the year, most likely.
They about to throw everything at him when he show up.
Yeah, like if they want to, fine. I mean, that's their thing. But I think personally, he's going to play. I mean, he knows it. Okay, he's got contract. Well, what you probably have to look at whatever their website is for contracts um, to see where he is. But his contract is close to being up, and he's contract year, baby. I mean, is it this year, next year? Better play this year because you know we gotta see what you are. I'm not gonna pay you $40 million for nothing. I gotta know who you are. So he's totally gonna play this year because he's a year removed from everything. I said before, I said again, I didn't think he was gonna play last year, not only with the whole mental issues and all that stuff, but also the back. I was like, he's going to play next year. He's going to play, and I'm happy for him. So, he's going to play this year. He's still not going to be able to shoot anything, and we will see how much of an effect that will have in close games. But I expect him to play all 82 games, bar none. No, maybe he doesn't play one Philadelphia game. Who knows? But I expect him to play almost all games if he's healthy.
So he's on a 5-year, $177 million contract,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to be a free agent in 25. So he'll be 29 by the time he's a free agent in 3 years.
Oh,
Uh,
3 years.
yeah. So he's going to be making this year. He's going to be making 35. He's going to make 37 next year. Then he's going to make 40 the year after, and then after that 40 million, then he's going to be an unrestricted free agent.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So
I mean, good for him. So he's got 3 more years.
yeah, before he's an unrestricted free agent.
I know we haven't talked about much, but you remember Durant? Obviously, they had a meeting. He said, I'm gonna stay here, and I'm just gonna say this. He said in his interview, "I felt like we had a good team. I felt like this is the place I said I wanted to be. We started to set something up in the future to be a solid team. So to be honest, I thought this was still a great option too. I didn't want it to get in the way of the games being played. I still love my teammates. Still love playing the Barclays. What a bunch of bullshit. This is a bunch of bullshit. Okay, let me tell you why this is a bunch of bullshit. Because you wanted to leave.
Yeah, he was capping. He was capping. He was
You wanted
capping.
to leave. You wanted to leave this great, good team. You wanted to leave this future setup. You wanted to leave your teammates. You wanted to leave playing here. You wanted to leave this great option. Who leaves great options to go in for something? No, you got mad that you got swept. You got mad that you got held down. And you got mad that Steph Curry won. And so now everybody's barreling down on you saying, Steph don't need KD, but KD needs Steph. He's like, fuck this. I want to leave. Then after you found out that these guys are never going to trade you away, because not only did they have you for 4 years, who could give them anything that could that could put them in a better position to win the Kevin Durant? You're like, well, I'll just stay. How much harder could you have pushed to leave? What could you have done? Nothing. All you could have done is sit out games. We all know you are not going to do that. You're almost 34 years old. Your career is almost over. You're basically at the end of your prime. You're not going to sit there for a year wasting your life not playing basketball. The basketball is the only thing that's happy about you because the rest of your life seems to either suck or you like to waste your time on Twitter. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, all I hear from KD is just now. I'm just looking at him as a guy that just wants to go somewhere, and then complains about being there, and then wants to leave.
Yeah, I mean, he says again, when you look at the grand scheme of things, we haven't been healthy at all for 2 years. Each playoffs, we didn't have major guys. Missed minutes. They missed minutes, not just role players, but guys that make a lot of money. So when you got $50 million on your bench this last playoffs with Joe Harris and Ben Simmons, and then the playoffs before that, I want to see what our team looks like in full with the guys being healthy, but us having a little bit of continuity. So we'll see what happens. Bullshit. You wanted to leave these. You wanted to leave the grand scheme of things. You wanted to leave a team that was not healthy for 2 years. You didn't care. You didn't want to be here for the next playoffs. You didn't want to play with Ben Simmons and Joe. You wanted the coach fired. You wanted the GM fired. This is all BS that you don't believe, that you're just saying so you can move on with your life. And I respect that. You want to be the bigger guy now because, well, you lost, dude. You lost. So this is all nonsense. Okay, bunch of cap. I don't care what Kevin Durant says. This is all nonsense. You wanted to leave. Yeah, know what? You know what he sounds like? The person who didn't get what they wanted and they were forced to stay where they were, so they have to make the best of it. That's what this sounds like. Don't believe Kevin Durant. He's giving you crocodile tears. He's giving you fake news. He wanted to leave this team. And if he got his way, he would have left. If it was a great situation, if you wanted to play with Joe Harris and Ben Simmons, if you wanted to see what continuity you had, you would have just said, shit happens like you said, and stay here and do nothing. But no, motherfucker, you wanted to leave. You wanted to go to Miami. You wanted to go to Phoenix. You were probably thinking for a little bit, I don't even think about going to Golden State, Memphis. Your fuck ass wanted to leave. Don't tell me lies. Don't lie to people. We're not fools. Come on, man. It pisses me off when people like him sit here and talk all this bullshit saying, I want to see continuity. No, you didn't. You wanted to leave. You wanted to leave, man. Come on. It's crazy. You're crazy.
All I ever heard from his mouth was he's just basically ducking, dodging.
Yeah. He just wanted to leave. It was dodging. Come on, man. Oh, so I feel like regardless, it was going to be an easy decision to come back and play because I love the hoop. So this has been a good environment for the last 2 years for me, hoping, even though I had some doubts. Without looking at it, I still like to come in here and get working. So I just looked at that. Fuck out of here, dude. You can go love the hoop. Yeah, why? Oh, you had some doubts? Why not talk with your team? How about you talk with the owner and the GM and say your doubts and see what they want to say to fix it if you really wanted to stay here? Whatever, man. Out here. Crazy.
Let's see.
I can talk a little bit about today's games. Obviously, the Ravens lost. My team, we lost in epic fashion. We could have kicked a field goal, 4th and goal, but no, we go for it. And Lamar throws an interception, which was a bad play. The Ravens, I think, are one of the best, if not probably the best team, not named the Philadelphia Eagles, but due to decision making, complete breakdowns of a defense, we lose games again. And I understand why he decided to go for the field goal, for the point touchdown, because in week 2, the Ravens went down the field, kicked a field goal, and then Miami came down and scored. All I'm going to say is you held Josh Allen to 23 points. If you really believe in your defense, just kick the field goal and play defense. It was wet, it was raining, it was windy, so there's no reason for you to not kick the field goal and play defense. Could have just done that, but no. Let's go for the touchdown and fail. Like, come on, man. And if you here's my thing: if you get them the third down, 3rd and 10, and they don't get it, they get a 3rd and 7. They're still going to go for a 4th down anyways. So why even matter? Why does that bullshit matter? They're going to play 4 downs if you kick a field goal. They're going to play 4 downs anyways. I don't get it, man. Whatever. Like, that just made me mad when he said, "Well, I didn't want to put our defense in a deficit because they're going to play all 4 downs." They're going to play all 4 downs, no matter if you kick a field goal, if you kick a touchdown. I'm sorry, score a touchdown, kick a field goal. They're still going to do all 4 downs, bruh. Because if they get to 4th down and 8, you think they're not going to freaking go for it down 3 points? They are. Like, you sound stupid. You just sound dumb. Dumb. Like, we should be 4-0, man. We really should be like 3-1. Really 3-1. But we're 2-2. Got to go against Cincinnati next week off a 2-game winning streak, playing well. Like this, I just get so frustrated with coaches sometimes because they say analytics. We should go for the field for the touchdown. No, you shouldn't. You should kick a field goal. Go get points. Play defense. How about that? But whatever. You know, I just get so frustrated with so many teams and how they want to play football, and we should go for touchdowns. Well, no, you shouldn't, because your defense played well all game long most of the time. They before the Ravens went down that 4th-and-goal fail. The last series for Buffalo, your defense made them punt the fucking ball. Come on, man. You got to reward your team sometimes. If you really believe in somebody, don't you reward them? If you say you believe in this player in basketball and you say, "Hey, I believe in this guy. We're going to play him in the 4th quarter," don't you do that?
Yeah, yep.
Come on, man. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. If you believe in somebody doing something for you at home, doing this, doing your taxes, if you believe in them, do you make them do you say, you know what? You know what? I'm not gonna let you do I'll let you do this taxes, but I won't let you do these other taxes because I really believe in you. Like, come on, dude, some bullshit. Whatever. Uh, you know, I'm very fired up here. I'm very fired up because we lost on some bullshit, man. Lost some bullshit.
I mean, it do sound like some coach, some typical coach. What you call it?
Coach fuckery. That's what that
Yeah,
is.
yeah. That's the word.
Cowboys won
Yes.
today. They won by 15 points. Cooper Rush won another game, so we're gonna have to listen on Monday for everybody to say, "Look at this, Cooper Rush. He's gonna be the starting quarterback. Quarterback controversy. Fine, whatever. I think that's still stupid, but people need to find things to talk about."
Mm. Oh yeah. Quickly about Extreme Rules. Who's live? I think. Yeah, the matches. I think Ronda Rousey.
Oh, she still
I,
wrestles.
I mean, yeah, she's still wrestles. She's gonna be f- fighting Liv Morgan for the SmackDown Women's Championship in an Extreme Rules match.
Well, yeah, we all know that one. But what?
You
Daniel
you
Cormier is going to referee a fight pit match?
yeah. It's basically a fight pit match is either a tap out or a knockout. So
Wow.
either somebody's gonna get knocked out or somebody's gonna tap out.
Wow. It's going to be interesting. Interesting.
And I think
It's always a little interesting, though, because he is on the payroll for UFC, but he can do these things. I always find those a little bit interesting.
they talked about it to where he can just come over here, and then be a special guest referee. So I think they was like, okay, it's all good. We'll let him referee this match, and then we'll see what happens from there.
I think he's just gonna do the referee in the matches, and I don't think he's ever gonna fight or anything. But I always find it a little bit interesting that they're able to make these deals get done. I mean, he's gonna be in there kind of physical, so he's gonna have to work with these guys in terms of what they're gonna do during the match because he's gonna be the referee, and so we all know that. Like I said, WWE is like a TV show. They practice.
Well, I mean, it is kind of a TV show. So.
Yeah. Like no, like it's real. Like the injuries are real. The slamming is real. Like do not get twisted. They get hurt for real. But it is like a TV show. They go through rehearsals, and so it's gonna be interesting to see how Daniel Cormier, the chemistry, the way he acts, the way the match flows. How's he gonna do? And is he gonna do any kind of moves or something to help maybe a Riddle? So those type of things I would be interested in watching. Extremely.
I don't know if I really want him to be in WWE because it's different from the MMA. WWE you have like a set amount of things to do. It's not like the MMA where you know what you have, what you can do, and you know what you can't do. WWE you have like a whole imagination at your hands that you can do in the ring and dance with somebody. And I don't know.
I just think, Oh, keep going.
I don't know if he's if this is really for him if he actually wanted to, because I know he was thinking about it. He was talking about it, but I don't know if this is for him because you have a whole imagination at your hands.
But
versus MMA is like you're confined to a space, and then you know what you can and can't do.
Yeah, but he's not a Bad Bunny. He's not a Logan Paul. Like those guys seem to be like supreme naturals at wrestling. I'm like, and number one, is it worth the pay for him to get punched on purpose?
So nope.
I don't think so. He's got a nice cushy job, UFC doing his thing. He's done. He fought for real for decade plus. I don't think he wants to do any more of that. If I'm him, just come do this thing. That's it. Maybe you punch somebody like a Rollins by accident or deliberately, and Riddle can win because I think Riddle's going to win this match. He's lost all this time. He's lost multiple 2-3 matches in a row. It's time for him to win.
Oh no, so you mean Seth?
I'm talking about Riddle. Seth has won the last 2 matches.
Yeah, I think it's time for Riddle to actually win because it's and
he
he hasn't even won. I think he's lost 2 fight pit matches.
How many fight pit matches has there been?
I think there's been a total of 2, and Timothy Thatcher won both of them.
Okay. Yeah, I think if I'm doing that, I would make Riddle win because number one, I've the match has been kind of close, I guess, but he's got to win. You can't have Riddle lose 3 times in a row to a guy. Nobody's gonna believe he can win. I wouldn't book it. I would have Riddle win in a spirited match.
This is really his match. This is really his match, though.
Yeah, but I hope he wins. Seth Rollins has won twice. You can't have Riddle continue to lose to this guy. Nobody wants to watch the matches anymore. That's what you want to avoid is people not watching matches because this dude's gonna lose. That's why I don't really. Roman Reigns matches are cool, but I don't know who's gonna beat him. I expect him to win every match. So, the day he loses, I'll be very surprised because he hasn't lost in damn near 2-3 years, pretty much. So that's what I'm waiting for. I wish that McIntyre would have won at Clash of the Castle.
Yeah. I wish he did, but they just decided to have him get screwed over.
All right, let's get to the next match. Whatever the next matches are.
Well, this Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross in a strap match.
No. Is he those guys with Finn Balor, right?
No, it's Karrion Kross.
If you're not in the stable with Finn Balor?
No, he's on SmackDown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is completely different from Raw.
All right. Well, Drew
Mm,
McIntyre, does he win today? Does he win that match? Does he win a strap match? Do they want to give Karrion Cross a push, a little bit of a push?
I,
That's
I
all I
think
can say.
I think he might win for that push. I think they
Yeah,
want to play it smart. They want to give him the win so he can get that push to Roman.
who can Karrion really push Karrion Cross to Roman?
Who else are they gonna push?
Sheesh.
I'm always a Sheamus
I
fan, but
mean,
they pushed him to
I'm
Gunther.
just
So
yeah. I guess they wanted to send him out to Gunther. I'm
yeah,
still interested in how Triple H is going to end his reign of champion. I'm very interested in once it happens, finding out why you said let's give this the push. Because clearly Cody Rhodes is the easy one who's going to get the push. If nobody beats by the time Cody Rhodes gets back, he'll do it because we already know he's going to get the championship push. We already know this. So that's why I said Reigns may not get beat until Cody Rhodes comes back. I think that would be the match they want to do. Or they keep trying to push like The Rock versus Roman Reigns, but The Rock's got Black Adam and other things, and he doesn't want to wrestle anymore. I'll just be honest. Like,
and
my boy's not
we've
trying to
seen
get purpose.
we've seen Brock Lesnar and Roman too many times at this point. And Brock and
Yeah,
Goldberg was talking about Brock can be the one, but we've seen that already. We've seen that story. He's
we
already
know it
had
can't
his
be
battles.
it can be your old ass because you can't be you just boring.
Hell
You can't
no.
even have a good match. Like Goldberg should just retire from wrestling. His body clearly can't handle wrestling any decent length.
Hell no.
Yeah,
He can stay retired.
yeah.
We good off him
Just go be a mean big guy in TV shows and movies.
because we don't need somebody that can't even carry one guy who's his weight and improperly do his own move. So
Yeah. All right, so I'm picking Karrion Cross. I think Karrion Cross is gonna win. If they're gonna give him this push, this will be a good one here.
yeah, but if they want Drew to bounce back, then they're gonna give him that win.
Yeah,
So
maybe. Yes, yeah, maybe. All right, what's the next match?
Bianca Belair versus Bailey in a ladder match for the Raw Women's Championship.
My
Mm,
thoughts is do the other weirdos come in? So like the
yes,
other like
yes,
those four other
for
women,
sure,
like
for sure. They're coming. They're pulling up.
and if that happens, Bailey will win. So I'm picking Bailey to win the championship.
I believe they're gonna pull up like 20 minutes into the match. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think Bailey's gonna win. If that happens, Bailey's gonna win. If that happens, Bailey's gonna totally win. Like I would like Bianca to have a long, nice reign, but if that happens, it generally generally the heel, the challenger, if that happens for challenger, they generally win. I'm sure I'm sure there's some crazy person who's recorded all these type of things, and I bet you it's like a 60% win rate for the challenger. So I'm picking the challenger to win that match if that happens. So I'm picking Bailey.
I'm picking Bianca. Yeah, I'm picking her.
All right. I mean,
Yeah,
they want to. I mean, I don't know how long she had that championship, but you would want it. You would
she's had
want
it
to have
since
it.
she's had it since for like 6 months now.
I'll keep guys letting her have it. Shit, as long as it's not Charlotte Flair winning like 13, winning
Don't even get me
everything.
started on that story. Nah, we good on that one. She had her time.
She's
She's
one of
had her
those.
title.
She's one
She's
of
had her
those.
title.
I remember there was like this like year plus thing where whoever won it would lose within a couple months, like 2-3 months. It would just lose, and then
Oh no, that was 2016. That was 2016.
okay, well, I just said year plus. I didn't know the year.
Yeah, it was. I think it was like in a couple within like couple of months. It was her and Charlotte, Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair going
Charlotte
back
Banks
and
and
forth.
Charlotte losing every other pay per view or every two. I was like, what is this? Like this is not like I guess you I don't know. I guess you could say it's an epic match or battle or whatever, but it's just two women losing every other pay per view. Like somebody's got to win and keep for a while. Not Roman Reigns like 3 years, but at least keep it for 3 to 6 months at least.
I mean, for Roman, if he's gonna lose, I think carrying the cross might be one of the guys. And
I think it's Cody Rhodes. I think they're waiting for Cody.
yeah,
Either it's Cody Rhodes or if they are able to convince The Rock to do the WrestleMania match, do they use The Rock to beat him?
and
Probably.
to dethrone the head of the table and to show him who's
Yeah,
really the head of the table.
they brought John Cena. That he lost.
I
So
mean, we
something.
knew that was gonna happen. That was a
I,
they baited us into thinking that he was gonna be a 17-time world champion.
I won when you know when it will happen. Actually, I already betted you guys that he's going to lose his next title match, regardless of whenever it happens, because I think he will. I actually think he will never win his 17th title. I actually do not think he will ever win it, because I think he respects Ric Flair too much. So I think he will actually never win it, his title, ever again. You know.
I think he just really isn't really in the mood to come back and wrestle. That's what I think.
Yeah, but like, is he almost 50 years old?
Yeah,
Yeah, he ain't got much time, man. I honestly, like I told you guys, I think he's basically retired because even though he may not have put in his papers or whatever, like he's got Peacemaker, man. Peacemaker. He's got movies. He's got Make a Wish. The dude's busy. He ain't trying to go over here and wrestle again. Spend more time getting back into wrestling shape. Like he's in good shape, but not in wrestling shape. I just don't think he wants to do that anymore. I believe he's retired. Number one, I always believe he's retired. I don't care if you don't put in your stuff. I always said that Jamal Crawford was retired. He never put in his thing until recently, until his 42nd birthday. He was retired. The league retired him. You know, like he was
and
retired.
Jamal Crawford's still balling. He's still
Yeah,
balling out. So
but I always said like he was already retired. It's just that no, you know, the NBA retired him. You know, WWE, WWE is a special thing because there's really no like free agency or teams, so you can retire yourself and not be retired. I think he is because his entire build clearly was to not wrestle anymore, and he's got that now. He's got a successful show, so there's no reason for him to want to do anything else. He's got he's got the Fast and Furious movies. He can come back for that, being uh, Vin Diesel's brother. Like they can bring him back for that. I don't think he's dead or not. Did you ever watch? I watched that movie. It was a good movie. He's not dead. I know you. You need to watch that movie if you haven't. Remember, I bought it, so make sure.
yeah, yes, I will make sure to watch.
Yeah, yeah, that movie. So he's got that. He's got movies, man. I have a hard time believing like if I'm comfortable, why would I want to go back? The only reason you want to go back is to win that title. But do they want to do it? Does he want to do it? Does Ric Flair want to do it? I don't know. So we'll see.
Edge versus Finn Balor in the I Quit match.
Oh man.
Yeah, Edge winning this one. There's
But he's got like his boy. But Finn Balor's got his boys and the girl.
well,
Like, who's gonna come help him outside of Rey Mysterio? You know, like, oh, it was who did I quit match? Oh, it was the one I remember is Randy Orton versus John Cena. Didn't those two other dudes? Didn't Teddy DiBiase and Cody Rhodes come out there and help too or some shit? No,
I think so. Yeah, I believe they did.
I mean you could do some. I think Finn Balor is gonna win. It's gonna be some real cheese, but I think he's gonna win. I just don't believe the Edge is gonna win this because that stable needs some big time wins. Like they need some wins, you know, for that stable or whatever that is. Because you're taking away Finn Balor, who was, in my opinion, is a perennial world champion contender. Rhea Ripley is a very good wrestler, and that's one less woman to put in the championship for the world championship for women. Like, and
Like at Money in the
Dominic,
Bank, she was supposed to fight Bianca. She was supposed to fight her, but she got
mhm,
injured,
she got
and
injured.
she hasn't been in the title picture since then.
Yeah. So they were like, oh, she got injured. You know what? Let's just put her in this stable to help kind of do something. Maybe redo her image or whatever they believe the stable can do for all these people. I think the person that could do the most for is Dominic if he faces Ray at WrestleMania and wins. That would be this stable
This
really could help him.
this is where it's going to be heading because this is what was talked about way before this for Ray for Dom turned on Ray. So they wanted this to happen, and I'm here for it. I'm here for all the energy.
I'm here for like this dude like getting his own career. Like I truly believe that this was for the best. I know that Ray never wanted this probably, but if I'm Dominic, I would want this because you
I
gotta
think
get out
Ray
of your
did. I think Ray did eventually want this. I think he really
like
did.
yeah, like you gotta get out of your father's shadow. Like you gotta get out of it. Like for your entire time you've been under his shadow. You've been there with him, doing this stable. What has that stable done for him at all? Nothing. Done nothing. Like he's done nothing to improve anything. They haven't gone for no titles. They haven't won no titles together. It would have been dope for them to win the tag team titles. It would have been dope, but they never did.
Oh no, they
So,
did. They
oh, they
did.
did. Okay,
Yeah,
so at least that happened. But apart from that, nothing really. They were not most. They're not on TV mostly. They don't have big time matches. I understand Dwight Dominic may have him and probably talk to his dad too. Say, you know what? Let's break this up so you can start doing your own thing. So I think Finn Balor is going to win because those guys are going to come in. I think this stable needs a win personally. Like all they are, they really haven't done much, in my opinion. So yeah, I think Finn Balor is going to win this I Quit match. He may not have the moves or the submissions for this technically, but I would,
he
but
do. He just don't use them. That's the thing.
I would say that with Edge, this probably be the best match because him and Randy Orton, who I did want to, I wonder if you've heard about some of the issues he may be having currently. I don't know if they are true. Um,
Like back issues.
is it the back issue? Is that the problem with him right
Yeah,
now?
that's what I mean. That's what I've been reading online. Is like he's having some
Okay.
like back issues.
Okay, so if that's it, okay. I thought maybe it was some personal issues or something. If it's a back issue, okay, you gotta give it some time. But apart from Randy Orton, this guy's the most is clearly the most sadistic, imaginative person we have in WWE. So I expect this match to have some crazy things happening. Remember Randy Orton had like the what's it called? The handcuffs. It was
Yeah,
fucking twisting John Cena and shit like that. Like that's what I'm talking about.
yeah, especially in 2009 when it was in a Iron Man match, the dude almost blew up. John almost blew up Cena. I was like, this dude's insane.
Yeah,
This dude's
those
psycho.
guys, man. Those John Cena and Randy Orton, man. Like,
They have so
man,
much chemistry. Too
they
much.
have too many dope matches in that rivalry. Like those guys could have like their own DVD or something of just
They have their
matches.
own. They have their own DVD of the best matches between John Cena
Yeah,
and Randy Orton. It'll be
gotta put that break. Yeah, I think it was breaking point, right?
yeah,
That whatever that.
Well, he had handcuffs and
Yeah,
he was whipping him with that cane. I was like, oh my god.
yeah, like whoo, those guys, man. Those guys make wrestling so much fun. But yeah, I think I get why you may see Edge, but I think those other guys are gonna come in and do something, and if you just got Rey Mysterio, I just don't see how that's gonna be enough. But who knows? We'll see. I'll be interested to watch. So is any other matches or are
Uh,
we starting to get to main events?
I mean, I think that would be the main event if Roman isn't getting an opponent. But the last match that's on the card right now is the Brawling Brutes versus Imperium.
Now who the fuck are these people?
It's Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser, and Giovanni Vinci.
Okay, well,
It's the same people, but they all changed their names.
oh my god. I don't give a fuck about this match. Just be honest.
I mean, if it was Gunther and Sheamus, then I would be, all done.
Like,
But since it's all six people, is like, I could really
like
care
this
less.
match has nobody I care about. I've heard about all these other people. I know something about all these other people. Me, a person who used to watch it regularly, then doesn't watch it any regularly, who watches it semi-regularly, can give a little bit about these guys. These six dudes, I don't know who the fuck they are. This is probably the match nobody's gonna want to watch. Let's just be honest. But good for them. Good for Gunther. Isn't he like the Intercontinental Champion?
Yeah, he's an intercontinental
Yeah.
champion.
Look at me. I don't even know who the fuck this guy is. I even know this. But I mean, this match is worthless. I care nothing about this match. I don't care who wins. I don't care who wins. If he was facing Sheamus, I would care. Problem. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it was Sheamus and Gunther going 1-on-1, then okay, yeah. But then
WWE's like,
since you got a whole team involved, and it's like, that's cool that they having a good old fashioned Donnybrook match. But I know it's gonna be good. But I mean,
a Donnybrook match. The fuck is this?
It's like a street fight basically.
Oh my god. Oh man, they just like to make my life difficult. You could just call it street fight, but no, because they're German or whatever they are.
They're like German and Irish and from the UK, from the European side, then they just call it Donnybrook match. I'm like,
yeah, they're because you've got some cultures. Let's make it a culture street fight. Let's call it Donnybrook, because that sounds awesome.
Donnybrook.
Donnybrook, but really it's just a fucking street fight. So do not get any interested. Look, I'll say this: the only saving grace of this match is what they do in the street fight. I want to see some good shit. People get hit with trash cans, chairs, ran through tables.
Yeah, I'm gonna see that good. I need to see that good energy. Somebody getting bashed in the head with beer bottle or something.
Like maybe slamming them into a car. Like I gotta get me something fierce, something good, because whatever this bullshit people I gotta watch. I gotta have something a little bit interesting, because I don't know who the fuck they are. Like Gunther, I only know him because I hear you guys say about him. The other 5 people, I don't know who the fuck they are.
You mean 4 people?
To me, they're just jobbers. They're just jobbers. That's how irrelevant they are to me. Jobbers. You've got Gunther and 5 jobbers.
You mean Sheamus? Sheamus ain't no jobber.
Oh wait, Sheamus fighting?
Yeah, he's in there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll watch a little bit for. Okay, you got Gunther, Sheamus, and 4 jobbers. Because I don't know who the other 4 guys are. I know you said their names, but they're never on TV.
No, Ridge Holland. He's and Butch. It was previously Pete Dunne, but then he had his name changed for some.
Pete Dunne.
Yeah, Pete Dunne is Butch.
Oh, the guy with the breaking fingers thing. I know him.
Yeah, that's him.
I mean, they changed his name. They probably because they let him change it. Maybe that's what he wants, which is fine.
Yeah,
it's good that you're telling me who these people were, so I at least have some care. So okay, Pete Dunne, he's not a jobber. I like.
And then the Ludwig Kaiser is Marcel Bartel, and Giovanni Vinci is Fabian Eichner.
Who the fuck? I don't know who any of those 2 guys are.
Yeah, they were all in like they were in like the NXT. And then they went to you were like switching between NXT and NXT UK. So
well, there you go. Nobody watches NXT UK.
Well, they closed it down. So
yeah, because it makes no money. That's why they closed it down.
I think they're about to do something with the European side of WWE for something new. They're about to do something new with that. So that's what they closed out in the UK.
Okay. But like there's something new, like it's not gonna work either. If you're just gonna make a new show and bring these guys here, what was the point of closing NXT UK if you're gonna do the exact same thing with a new name? What you really should do is move the fuck out of the Performance Center, get a bigger place where they wrestle all the time, and bring the European people over, have them fight. Because if you're telling me that they're gonna make a new show for these guys, then there was no reason to cancel NXT UK outside of the name is bad. It's synonymous with no people watching it because it's not on TV. It's on Universe. or
It's on Peacock.
Peacock. Okay, so nobody's watching it. So I don't know why you're canceling it. Yeah, well, actually, you're probably canceling because you're burning cash. But if you're gonna make another one and put on Peacock, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Is there any reason why they canceled it? Is there any real reason they canceled it? Any reason?
No. Other than the only reason is that they're trying to do something new with the European with the UK scene down for WWE. Other than that, I haven't really heard of a legit reason why they canceled it.
But this whole new thing, like what's going to be new, right? Like we have to wait for months to find out what is this new thing because it probably is nothing new. It's going to be another wrestling show called something UK or something European, and they're going to do the exact same thing they did on the other show. Remember 205? How people were like, I was like, 205 is a waste of money. Waste of fucking money. You put up a place with cruiserweights. You know when cruiserweights are big, they didn't have their own show. They were on SmackDown or Raw, wrestling their match spot there, having awesome matches. That's what you should have continued to do. Maybe you should have put in every match a cruiserweight match. Okay, a cruiserweight a scene or whatever.
That's what they had in back when Kurt Angle was around. They had the 205 Live division on Raw, and then they ended up moving that over to 205 Live, and they ended up moving that over to the WWE Network, and they got no views at all. They had good matches, but they had no views.
Yeah, I mean it's not on TV. I mean, like, what do they like? They obviously have the amount of people who watch it who have Peacock or network, right? Because W Network still exists across the overseas. Like
it's overseas, yeah, but it's not in the US no more.
Yeah, because they sold the thing here. You know, like they sold it to Peacock, so that's why it doesn't exist here. But technically, it still exists, right? So nobody watches UK or 205 Live. That's why is 205 Live still going?
I think so. Let me see.
I mean, if they, I mean, it kind of has to. If you don't keep it going, you would have to fire all these people. So, yeah, you know, obviously UK was burning too much money. 205 Live is not.
Actually, no. I think they cut it off.
Okay. And where's all these cruisers?
They cut it off in February.
Oh, February. Okay. So where are all these? Where's Lilo Rush? Where's all these other wrestling people? I think Lilo Rush went to AEW. I think Lilo Rush. I don't know the fucking little.
Oh, Lilo Rush. I mean, yeah, he was in AEW, but then he left. Then he left because he got injured, and then he retired. So.
Oh, okay.
And then he might come back. Depends.
If you retired, you probably retired for a reason. And if you're going to come back, you're going to have to fix your wrestling style.
I think he retired because of injury that he had.
Okay, well, I'm still saying, like, Daniel Bryan retired, and then didn't Daniel Bryan adjust his wrestling style? Like, you have to. You can't do what you did before to get injured. If you come and do the same thing, you're going to get injured, and then you're going to hurt yourself even more and retire again. So, Lilo Rush, if you come back, please change your style if you can. You're a very small man who probably needs to jump and fly and everything. So it's kind of going to be a little bit hard. Just saying. The only person who hasn't really been injured that much doing this thing is Rey Mysterio. Really?
Well,
I mean, you know, not to the level where he retired. I mean, Daniel Bryan retired. This dude retired. Paige even retired. Rey Mysterio just left. Wanted to do something else. Came back. Hasn't been injured as much as I think. And he's like 40 years old or something. Still jumping. Still doing 619. I'm just saying. The man has it down pat. And not injured as much. So that's a good thing. But for Lilo Rush and 205 Live, you all should get canceled because your show sucks. Nobody watches your shit. You don't watch it. Do you?
I used to, but now certain people got taken off the brand. I just stopped watching it.
Did you watch NXT UK?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I actually did a lot.
Well, too bad. That all got canceled. So, well, okay. So is that so? We're waiting for a possible Roman Reigns match.
That's what I'm guessing. Yeah.
We're waiting for possible Roman Reigns match. Now it's next week. I have a hard. I mean, they would have to announce it on Monday to have any kind of Friday night SmackDown live TV build up. It's going to be kind of hard to do it on Friday and then say I care about this on Sunday. I'm gonna do a hot take. I don't think he's gonna have a match.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna have a match either, but you never know.
Like, I don't think he's gonna have one. It's a week away. You only have one live show for the masses to get hyped about it, to have 2 million people maybe care. And let's just be honest, there's nobody currently that really should face him. He's beaten everybody except Braun Strowman. Well,
Braun Strowman can be also a possibility.
if you want to add
Bobby
another
Lashley, Karrion Kross.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley, but he's United States champion, so he's occupied.
Shit, he can get two more on his shoulders.
They ain't gonna do all that. He there's a reason I did it for Roman Reigns, and they're not doing that for Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley isn't worth putting 3 titles on the man, you know. But yeah,
I think that's about it. Right.
Yeah, man. You know, good conversations, fun conversations, talking about all the different things that have happened here. Again, if you're a Houston Rockets fan, that trade was literally useless. If you are a Oklahoma City Thunder fan,
you won't have no televised games after the 21st game this season.
Yeah. You're not only are you useless and nobody cares about you, but your team is now useless because that trade does fucking nothing. Sterling, Brown, David Nwaba, what the fuck are those guys gonna do? And why is Eric Gordon okay with being on the horrible Rockets team? Does anyone realize that? Why is he okay being on this sorry team? Anyways, they pay him a check, so he don't give a shit.
That's a question that he needs to answer.
Like they obviously like to keep him there, and he seems to be happy being wanted there. And I understand, man. It's not easy to get to a place where you're wanted in life, And they want him there, and he seems okay. He doesn't care about winning championship. He doesn't care about anything like that. He's fine playing his 25, 30 minutes on a team that's going to lose 60 games a year right now. And, that's it. So cool. All right, we're done here. Yeah, we're done.
Yeah. With that being said, this has been another episode of the APF podcast. Episode 160 is the most phenomenal man that has shocked the system, aka the coach, signing out.
And it's your boy going forward. I hope you guys enjoy the podcast. I got some new socks here. A nice little gift from the boys. From the boy. Nice socks. Casual socks. Comfortable socks, man.
Yeah. How to get the easy anime.
Man. Anime is life, boy. Shit. I did say this. One of these days, I gotta go to Walmart and look at those posters they have there. Like you can just move around like all these posters. I gotta think about those. But they're there.
Yeah, one of my days off, we can go there and look, see what they got.
Some dope ones. My Hero, Bleach. They got some dope ones there.
Yeah.
But if you guys enjoy the podcast, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Don't rate. I bet you they remove ratings.
Yeah, the ratings gone.
They actually did remove it. I'm done. But shit, and that's it for me. We'll see you guys next week.
And we out of here.
Later.